Let's begin with a story which can have ramifications in India as well, but has happened in US. Now in US, the government has filed an antitrust case against tech giant Google. The Department of Justice there has accused the company of violating competition law to preserve its monopoly over internet searches and online advertising as well. It is the largest antitrust case against a tech company in more than 2 decades. US Justice Department alleges in its complaint that Google has stifled its competition in online search market. 11 states are also part of the lawsuit. The landmark federal complaint follows a year-long antitrust probe by DOJ investigators, and it comes on the heels of a major congressional report. That report found Google and other tech giants like Facebook and Amazon, they enjoy monopoly power and have wielded their dominance in anti-competitive ways. After the lawsuit was filed, Google called the legal action flawed, saying that people choose to use Google. The tech giant has countered that it seeks to deliver the best results to online queries and that people are free to use other easily available search engines too.
They're going to argue basically that they have the best search engine, and that's what's driving their business. They have a competitive advantage in search. Everybody knows it. Bing is not as good, and that drives their business. So why are you punishing someone who's differentiated successfully in a competitive marketplace? And that's going to be the argument, and it has some credence.
And Google controls about 90% of search, and along with Facebook, it dominates the lucrative digital advertising market. It is not the first time a national government has sued Google. Across the Atlantic, Google has come under Brussels scrutiny 3 times in recent years for anti-competitive practices. Like in 2018, the tech giant was ordered to pay a hefty $5.1 billion fine for abusing the dominant position of its operating system, Android. Google also faced subsequent €2.4 billion charges relating to its shopping service. And just last year, the company was ordered to pay another €1.5 billion fine over its properly targeted advertising service. The lawsuit is the biggest challenge brought by the US regulators against Silicon Valley giants in the last few years.
I mean, this is something that I think investors should not take lightly. And I think as we get into elections, depending on a blue wave or not, I think we could start to see more and more pressure against these big tech giants, from business model tweaks to obviously breakups is the more extreme. I think this is going to be a long battle, but ultimately, I think this is a first step in what's going to be, I think, many chapters against big tech.